talking about relive your childhood, and it's they have a new T-Rex skeleton, and it's talking about being interested and excited about dinosaurs again, learn our history.
Right.
And the history they're teaching is naturalistic history. So the naturalistic history is, we were stardust one day, and we're gonna, like you said, we know we're gonna decompose, but you said our soul would live on.
If you believe that, and I think that's my personal opinion. That's how I feel.
That we have a soul.
Yeah, because you feel like you just feel that. It's not something I can put my hands on.
Mm-hmm.
It's not tangible, but it's something that you kind of almost have faith in. It's otherworldly. It's because we can't see and touch everything.
Right.
And so I feel like your soul is not there in your body anymore, and so at some point it does make sense. It turns into dust.
So something inside you tells you that something inside us lives on.
Right, and I feel that just from growing up, watching Native Americans, watching other cultures. They seem to have come to the same conclusion without being a particular religion.
Right, without being a specific worldview. Did you have a religious upbringing?
Yes.
Which one?
Seventh-day Adventist.
Seventh-day Adventist, okay.
Right.
And do you subscribe to that anymore at all?
I do
Parts
in
of it?
some ways, yes. Yeah, in some ways. I'm not as strict, but I still adhere to it in some ways.
Okay, so we're here in D.C. It's the power center of, the world, of the nation, obviously.
Yes.
And they're definitely, just by the museum, that museum and the other ones in our country, they're teaching that we're accidents of time plus space and matter and chance.
Yes.
So let's jump to the meaning question. Oh, hold on a second. We gotta. Look at that.
So the meaning question, yes.
Yeah. So just if. Yeah. If what Natural Museum is saying, that we're here by accident, that we're just freaks of
I don't know about accident. I don't know if that's what they're saying.
That's what they're saying. Oh, that's absolutely what they're saying. That's the naturalistic worldview. Well, there's only two choices. We're accidents of time plus matter plus chance, or we're created by some kind of supernatural being.
I think a supernatural being could have influence on all of those factors.
And the supernatural being could also say, I'm making man out of clay, right?
Could.
Out of dust.
We don't know everything, so
right.
yeah, it's a possibility.
Okay, so that's two possibilities. So let's just say
possibilities.
So would you consider yourself a believer? Would you believe in God? You're atheist, agnostic, Christian?
I would say I believe in God.
Believe in God?
Yes.
But not a Christian?
Christian, yes.
Oh, Christian. Okay, you do.
But I also consider and believe that there's other ways. I don't totally discount other religions.
Just kind of, okay, so you believe there's more than one path to
yes,
God then?
Yes, because...
you're in trouble with Jesus right now, right?
Well, let me say this. Let me say this, because other religions that I've learned about,
right,
they tend to have some of the same rules or the same tenets, if you want to call it that, of Christianity. And so you wonder, how did they come up with that when they didn't...
Well, all truth, the way I look at it is all truth's God truths. But you're right about that, man. Watch this. There's a guy named Ravi Zacharias.
Yes.
He's a Christian teacher. He says that most people say that all religions are basically the same with a few differences. And the truth is, when you examine them, all religions are basically different with a few similarities if you look at them real close. But so as a Seventh-day Adventist and calling yourself a Christian and believing in God, do you believe in it? I don't know, do Seventh-day Adventists believe in hell?
Yes.
They do?
Absolutely.
Okay. So you believe there's a judgment day, you believe there's a heaven and a hell and a judgment day.
I feel like, considering the way I was brought up, at this point, yes.
Okay, so
I
watch
feel
this.
that.
So judgment is tied to the last question. See, we're going to stick to the origin questions. We started, but we're down to all four of them now, or three of the four. So judgment, evil and good and evil. Some people now, according to naturalism, according to atheism, like a true atheist would say, they have to admit it actually.
Right.
A real atheist who's thought about their atheism and believes in it, buys into it, says there is no such thing as good and evil. Rescuing a baby from getting hit in traffic is no different than throwing one into traffic. Literally, it's survival of the fittest.
And I don't believe that.
Well, you don't believe that, but that's what atheists believe that.
Yeah, but I'm not an atheist.
Well, I'm not. I know you're not. I'm just saying that's what they believe. So, good and evil. there's obviously, you believe in God, you believe in judgment, you
Right.
believe in good and evil.
Right.
So does that mean the Bible is, like you say, possibly there's other religions have other truths that are true, that are God's truths, but when Jesus says, I'm the way, the truth, and the life, and Muhammad and Confucius and Gandhi and all these guys say something different.
Well, Gandhi didn't say. He said he felt like he was Christian, Hindu. He felt like he was all of them.
He felt like he was all of them.
Right. So
Well,
he's not saying that I am the light. He's saying that he considers himself
right,
Christian,
right. But I'm
Hindu,
saying,
Muslim,
but I'm saying is there a truth to, like, is there a one way? When Jesus says, I'm the way, the truth, and life, no one gets to the Father except through me. What
Right.
he's saying is not just that I'm the only way, but the other ways are wrong. Only through me. He's saying he's making an exclusive claim.
Right.
So when other religions say, hey, we've got some truth, well, is there a way to heaven through another religion?
See, and that I don't know. I'm not the authority on that.
Yeah.
So I think that's.
Do you think
probably
Jesus,
left to?
as a Christian, you think Jesus was an authority on it?
Based on the way he lived his life, the way that I read it, I feel like he is. Yes. The words, yes, I actually do.
So
And I'm not even a Bible thumper. I'm not one to go to church all the time, but I do still feel that way. Because he was talking about love and peace and loving, your fellow man. And so, to me, you can never go wrong with that.
No, you can't.
You can't go wrong with that.
Agreed.
If you understand nothing else, if you understand loving your brother and loving your,
Your neighbor, yeah.
yeah, exactly. Then to me, you understand it all.
One last question. This is
Yes.
this is something that, as a Christian, that
Can we walk
I've-
this way?
yeah,
Can we walk this way?
I have trouble with this as a Christian.
Yes.
It is hell. So for me, if someone is they traffic children,
Right.
or they're mass murder, whatever it is, right? They're rapists. I think they deserve judgment. I think they deserve penalty.
They're going to deserve our hell, my hell, because I'm not going to, let it
Me and Victor are gonna get on
We're
the
going to figure
net,
it out later on because I'm not
Yeah.
going to allow that. I
Yeah.
can't, It's
Well, but I'm saying the people that get away with it in this lifetime, right?
right.
So for me, hell is, Jesus talks more about hell than he does about heaven.
Right.
Jesus talks about a literal hell, and he talks about an eternal hell. As me as a believer, I've got, conceptually, not against Jesus, conceptually, I got a problem with that.
Right.
Because, you could do something, be a horrific, evil person for 100 years. Do you deserve eternity in hell? Or maybe a
Depends
million,
on-
how about a million years, right?
Well, it depends on how you confess. God knows your heart, so if you confess and you're,
If you're repentant.
well, yeah, like David, like King David.
Yeah.
Like there's many stories. There's many stories or examples, I should say.
So
Where-
does it bother you, though, hell, the concept?
Hell on earth.
Yeah.
Hell on earth. I mean, with the hell that you see here now, people being ugly towards one another, yes, that bothers me. But I don't worry about the rest. I worry that people aren't paying attention to what God already said, Jesus already said, about treating one another properly. That's what I worry about.
Victor, could we use this if we decide to use this for
Yeah,
everything?
sure.
Thank you, my friend.
Hey, thank you.
Peace,
Good
bud.
talking to you.
All right, you too, buddy. Oh, Victor, here. Here's one of our cars. This is our YouTube channel.
Okay, thank you.
All right, buddy. So, I just got finished talking with Victor. They're chaperoning a group of middle school kids from Texas, him and Cindy. And he was very open to talking to us. He comes from a Seventh-day Adventist upbringing. And he's been thinking about how other religions have truth to them, which is true. Other religions do have good things about them, but all truth is God's truth. So it doesn't mean if you're another religion you can't borrow and lean and take what's God's and try to make it yours. But I get that. I'm seeing a lot of Christians that are, really buying into that coexist sticker you see in the back of cars. And there are good Muslims, and there's good Buddhists, and there's good Hindus, and there's good atheists. They're doing good according to man's standard, but it's just hard to get around that fact that Jesus says, I'm the way, the truth, and life. No man comes to the Father except through me. How do you get around that as a Christian? I understand the heart behind it. You don't want to see people going to hell. You don't want to be judgmental. You don't want to be arrogant, like I'm the only way, the way I follow is the only way. And I'm finding a lot of that. I think Victor is someone who's thought about these things, and along the way he's just kind of had some problems with maybe those two issues, exclusivity and the arrogance maybe of that claim, the claim that I'm the only way. He wants to be all-encompassing and love people. He said love wins all the time, which is definitely true also. Love always wins. But Jesus says there's still judgment. There's some, we're responsible for our actions and our words and who we are, who we become, who we identify with, and do we choose a relationship with God or not. Throughout different conversations during the day, you see people talking about free will, and we have this choice to choose good or evil, and do we want a relationship with God, or we can seek that or not. And I think Victor's still on that path. I think he's a Christian, and I think he's going to be thinking more about other ways. Are there other good people? There's good people according to our standards, but there's only one way to God, and it is through Jesus Christ. So anyway, I think you'll find a lot of that when you talk to people and get these conversations, is people identify as Christians, but also looking to be inclusive and not shut people out, be judgmental.
Hey everybody, Carl Kirby here. Thanks so much for watching. If you'd like to see more content like this, check out one of these other videos. Also, make sure you subscribe to our channel and visit our website at rforh.com. Adios.